it was a lot, but all the while you were talking, so many things were going on in my head about connecting. Because from the beginning, God told us to replenish the earth.
Yes.
So he wanted us to be creative. He wanted us to get those creative genes flowing, those things flowing for a reason.
Yes, because every time, another thing, like I said, whichever parent is at their highest spiritual creative self produces the opposite. And every time that happens, that means each generation gets greater. It's automatically set up where every generation gets greater than the next, because only the greater is born. Only the greatest is born. So you
got to speak on that. I mean, can you elaborate a little bit more when you say only the greatest is born? Like, definitely.
Because when you, like, for instance, a mom and a dad get together.
Okay.
Right at that moment, they are at their highest sexual, creativity moment.
Right.
But one of them is stronger than the other one.
Okay.
So whichever one is the stronger, they produce the opposite of who they are.
Okay.
Because they produce their inner strength.
Okay.
So yes. So your son represents your inner strength, and your daughters represents his inner strength.
Okay. I got a 6.3 inner strength.
Yes. Yeah.
Powerful.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. See, all this wisdom is there to make humanity hold your head up.
Better.
Knowing that, see, we have to remember we're one. We are all one. So knowing that that we are only the best is here now. Nobody's inferior to the other, because only the best come forth.
So our Father did that from the beginning. He just wanted to draw the best out of us.
Yes.
Everything was set up to help us to improve, just to be the best.
Everything, and another thing, everything is auto. See, we don't have to. We've been taught that we got to prove this and do that and strive to do this, strive to be good, strive to beg. We got to beg God, beg for this, and try our best to do good. And doing all that does nothing but stress you out, because you never can come up to what people have told you have to come up to. You cannot. So then you just doing all of this striving for nothing, stressing yourself out, and you're missing the thing that is most important. So it's a lot of things that are distractions to keep us from becoming our higher self. But if you know from the beginning that this thing is already mapped out, this thing is already made, your way is made.
Thank you.
Your days are already signed. I put out a lot of time. We're all assigned 6 days. 7-day rest.
Yes.
When you read the 5th chapter, when Moses after the ark, Moses tells us 120 days. You know what that is? That is the 40 years. And Moses lived 120 days. He showed us the example.
Wow.
It's the first 40 days he lived. He was taught by the Egyptians.
Correct.
The next 40 years, which is the Christ years, he was on the backside of the mountain being taught.
Right.
From the people from the east.
Right.
The last 40 years he went back and got the people. All of these here are examples of our life that is assigned. We are promised those 3 days. See, when the scriptures say your days are numbered, people say, oh, they thinking about 50 years, 60 years. No, you got 6 days. Everybody got 6 days. You get 6 days. Everybody gets 6 days. And 7-day rest. But most people die in the 5th day. And what is so funny about that is, because to me, I feel like now, nobody has went any further than the 5th day, which is the Christ reign, which is when Jesus reigned, the Christ, where the New Testament ends. Most people die between 40 and 80. That's the highest time of death. Because most people I think for years they said 70 years.
Yes.
But the scriptures clearly states 120.
It does.
I remember Moses in Psalms 8 when Moses said, Lord, most people they living to 70. And people ran with that and said, oh, we get 70 days. No, Moses was wondering. See, Moses was wondering, why are they not living to 120? Why they not living out the rest of their days? Because we all promised 120 years, which is the third day. But he's wondering why they didn't live out, why they're not living.
So this was after the ark.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and another thing, don't look at the stories as a history lesson.
Okay.
They are different points in your life. Everything is a repeat and it's a circle. You ever hear the saying circle of life? Just like the story of Abraham. Abraham's story is the same story as Adam. That's the same. That's the beginning. That's you in the womb, the first day of your life, the sixth day of creation. See how all those line up? All of that is the same. When you read the story of Moses, that's the fourth day. That's the fourth day outside the womb. King Saul, that's your fourth day. It's a whole story, but it's your fourth day. These are the things that you experience in your fourth day. When you read about King Saul, I like the way it starts out and it describes Saul and it says Saul, it tells you how he's different from anyone.
Yes.
That's
stood
you.
out in the crowd.
That's you. That's each one of us.
Yes.
That's our story.
Wow.
Each one of us stands out in a crowd.